Thought I'd shoot an update video. I haven't said anything about this truck in a long time. Last time I mentioned it, I said I was selling it. Well, then a buddy of mine borrowed it to help build his house. Now that's done and I got it back, and I'm going to get it ready to sell. But this time I'm going to pay a little more attention to it. I got a dead spot I can't figure out. I think I might have solved it. I think that when I rebuilt the carb, I didn't get the carb base and the throttle plate down very well. It's because when I noticed when it warmed up and ran, it had this just huge whistle noise. It sounded like old relay in a Ford, or that old buzzer in a Ford when you left the key on. And so I got around it with some brake cleaner and found the dead spot. But now I'm trying to figure out how to time it, and have a heck of a pickle. The vacuum port on the back of this Bindex carb, I think, is manifold vacuum. So as soon as I hook up the vacuum advance on the distributor, it just pulls, goes straight full vacuum advance on it at idle. And I don't think it's supposed to be that way, but I don't really know. And there's not a lot of good information out there on this engine, so I'll fiddle with it some more, but I may just give up and throw a Rochester 2-barrel on it. They're cheap. So if I can get a Rochester 2-barrel for $100, I kind of know what I'm working with and know how to tune it, so that'll be our next step. But yep, that's what I'm doing right now, just tuning and timing it, threw some new plugs in it, looking at maybe actually cleaning it. I'll maybe shoot a longer video on that, just on cleaning up an old grain truck. It's nasty from being full of dirt and everything. I'll show the back. I gotta scrape all this dirt out, which is just fine because I got a low spot in front of my shop here. So I can fill that in from me refusing to spend money on gravel because I'm cheap. So anyway, yeah, just figured I'd update you. Oh, yeah, hey. Also, I had a huge exhaust leak here, and being cheap, I just went and got some ultra copper and gooped up both sides of what's left of the exhaust manifold gaskets and pressed it back down. So that'll be it for tonight. I can't run this for 24 hours, so it's got to cure and set up, and we can finish tinkering on the carb. So I mean, I guess I don't have a problem with it running full vacuum. It's just it's got a dead spot, so I really don't care, I guess, where the timing is, as long as it doesn't overheat and doesn't have a dead spot. So if I can't tune that dead spot out with it like it is, then for sure we're gonna put a Rochester on it. All right, well, show you where I'm at. I've tuned that dead spot out the best I can without changing the carburetor. I don't think it's gonna get any better, but it's okay. So warm up, she'll bump right over. She doesn't struggle to start too much, and if you don't just, of course it's not going to backfire now, but I'd say it's running pretty good, pretty happy with it. So now we're going to fix the brakes. This thing's a single pot, Midland. They're expensive, by the way. But this rubber cable has failed, and it's not wet right now because we haven't driven the vehicle in a long time. It's been sitting here idling and stuff, so that stuff's evapped off. But this does leak. It's been soaking wet multiple times, so we're not sure exactly what we're going to do, but more than likely I'll probably cut it right here, flare it, and then just make a piece from here to here. So get started on that. Disaster! When I went to remove it from the master cylinder, I twisted it and snapped it. So now we'll have to crawl under there and undo it and redo it. Shit. Well, it's the next day. Kind of got to working and I stopped recording, but got a new brake line in, the best Napa can buy. And it's kind of looks janky, but it works, so who cares? So that's it for tuning and timing the thing. Next weekend I might shoot a small video on cleaning it. To see if I can take this haze out with some polish, just to see what happens. Probably pointless, but I already power washed the cab out. It's made a huge difference. It was full of rat turds and mouse corpses. That was disgusting. So anyway, yeah, there you are. Stay tuned for next week. Well, it's the next day. Kind of got to working and I stopped recording, but got a new brake line in, the best Napa can buy. And it's kind of looks janky, but it works, so who cares? So that's it for tuning and timing the thing. Next weekend I might shoot a small video on cleaning it. To see if I can take this haze out with some polish, just to see what happens. Probably pointless, but I already power washed the cab out. It's made a huge difference. It was full of rat turds and mouse corpses. That was disgusting. So anyway, yeah, there you are. Stay tuned for next week.